Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into how One Championship, one of the biggest martial arts leagues on the planet, is teaming up with gaming giant Animoca Brands. And what they're doing? Well, it could completely change what it means to be a fan.
So let's get right into it. We're talking about a new mobile game called One Fight Arena, and it's built on this really fascinating idea. What if the line between being a spectator, a player, and, get this, a true owner of a piece of the action just disappeared?
But hey, before we jump into the game itself, let's set the stage. Because to really get the impact of this, you first have to understand the sheer scale of the organization behind it all.
400 million. That is the global reach of One Championship. We're talking about a true powerhouse in combat sports, with an absolutely massive audience, especially across Asia. This isn't just some niche league, it's a global phenomenon.
So, to connect with that huge fan base, they've launched One Fight Arena. It's a totally free-to-play mobile game where you get to be the manager. You guide the careers of more than 20 real-life fighters, including absolute legends like Mighty Mouse Johnson and the Iron Man Rodtang. All right, so how do you actually play this thing? Well, if you're picturing one of those classic fighting games with complicated button mashing, you can just throw that idea out the window. The developers took a completely different path here, and it's pretty brilliant. Here's the core idea. Instead of making you memorize crazy combos, One Fight Arena is a blend of strategic match 3 puzzles and super fast-paced combat. The matches are quick, just 2 or 3 minutes long, which makes it absolutely perfect for playing on the go. So here's how a turn plays out. You're looking at this puzzle board, and every set of tiles you match directly triggers an action from your fighter in the ring. You might unleash a powerful attack, a defensive block, or a wild special move. It creates this really cool tactical loop that's super easy to pick up, but has some serious strategic depth to it. But here's where things start to get really interesting. In this game, winning isn't just about bragging rights or climbing some leaderboard. No, your achievements in the game can actually translate into real, tangible value in the real world.
See, as you play, you earn this in-game currency called adrenaline. And this is the key. You can redeem that adrenaline for an incredible range of stuff. We're talking official merchandise, VIP tickets to live events, digital items, and even SUI crypto tokens.
And this isn't just some vague promise. For example, in the very first competitive season, the prize pool handed out over 1,100 SUI tokens to the top players. So there's a direct, proven link between your skill in the game and actual financial rewards. Okay, now we get to what I think is the most innovative part of the entire game. And it's super important to know that this is 100% optional. But for players who want to go a little deeper, it adds a whole new, powerful dimension. You'll hear phrases like Web3 under the hood, or that it's powered by the SUI blockchain. Now, that might sound complicated, but let's just break down what it really means for you, the person actually playing the game. At its heart is the option to upgrade your in-game fighters into what's called a Pro Edition Athlete NFT. Now, don't let the term NFT scare you. Just think of it like a digital collectible on steroids. It's a simple way of saying that you have true, verifiable, digital ownership of that fighter. So, why would you even do this? Well, owning the NFT version of a fighter gives you some real advantages, like a 20% boost in the adrenaline you earn. But more importantly, you truly own that asset. It's not just some item that lives inside the game, it's yours. You control it. You could even trade or sell it if you wanted to. And here's the best part. They made all of this incredibly simple. You do not need to be a crypto expert. There's this feature called zkLogin that lets you just use your regular Google or social media account to manage everything. No complex crypto wallet required. And since it's built on SUI, the fees for any transaction are tiny, like less than a penny. Okay, so what does this all add up to? Let's just zoom out for a second and look at the big picture here, because this could be huge for how fans connect with sports. A game like this doesn't just happen. It's the result of a powerhouse partnership. You've got One Championship bringing the world-class athletes and that massive fan base. You've got Animoca Brands, a leader in this space with all the expertise in game design. And then you have the SUI Foundation providing that fast, cheap, and secure tech that makes the whole thing run smoothly. By combining a really fun, free-to-play game with this optional layer of real digital ownership, One Fight Arena is doing way more than just launching another game. This might just be a brand new playbook for how sports leagues engage with their communities, a way to turn passive fans into active, invested owners. Pretty cool, right?